Hey guys, what is up and welcome to Road to Rare episode 19. If you guys have been enjoying this series so far and if you're enjoying any of my videos on my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're going to have much more content coming out soon. I'm going to be trying to upload a lot more regularly and also some shorts. And also don't forget to hit the like button to show your support. If you guys aren't involved in Sorare already, then what are you doing? But jokes aside, if you guys do want to get involved, if you click my link down below, if you buy 5 cards off the market, you will get yourself a £50 credit and you can use that to buy some more cards so you can compete with teams such as the ones in my gallery. On today's video, guys, we're going to be looking at our lineups from the past game week. Hopefully we can get enough essence so we can continue the crafting luck. We managed to get Moritz last week, which was a £20 card and I had no idea at the time. We're then going to move in to our lineups for the midweek, which we're halfway through, and I already have some stinkers, but I've got some decent ones in there, and one lineup in particular, if you guys can predict where it's going to finish, or the closest, I'll be giving away 5 cards from my gallery. And then to close it out, you guys have seen it on Twitter, the the winter update is live, so we're going to run through that, give our thoughts, even though you guys have probably seen a million already. But I'm going to let you know what I think from my perspective of a full limited gallery. So guys, we're going to start out with one of 2 teams, this Bundesliga team here. I've been absolutely stinking up the gaff recently. No good lineups at all. We just are really struggling to put those teams together. But this weekend we have some insane competitions. And don't forget to check out the video this Friday because it's going to be the revival. It's going to be the lineups that we set to get us back in those podium places, back in the high cash rewards, and fingers crossed, something to turn around the start of this year, because it has been abysmal. But into team number 1, it's a great team. We went for Nubel and Mittelstadt instead of going for the full Bayern stack. Unfortunately, they didn't do as well as if I played Neuer and Kim Min-jae. Nonetheless, they got a clean sheet and scores of 64 and 69. Kimmich, Michael Elise and Harry Kane doing alright. Kimmich with a 67 as captain. Elise smashing it yet again, but I didn't captain him this week. The one week I don't captain him. And then Harry Kane is back on the score sheet after scoring a penalty. So we managed to pick up £7.90 from that lineup. And into our second lineup, this was my chance to try and get on the podium in in-season Division 1. There was no Real Madrid, no Barcelona. We went for the full Atletico stack and it looked great. You know, early on, Jan Oblak did get a clean sheet. Longley getting 91 points with an assist. De Paul having an average game, same with Griezmann. Nothing special, wrong captain choice. And Marcus Llorente didn't come on till the 70th minute. So this team was cursed from the start. And we've also managed to get relegated out of our other Division 1 team by stupidly buying a Real Betis stack, who I believe it was 1-1 or they lost 1-0. And has put us back into Division 2. So guys, to our rewards table, only a quick look at this week. We're up to 48.27% return on investment. It has slowed down massively. As you can see from the last, this is about four weeks. We haven't even hit that £100 mark, which we used to do quite easily. But with more cards, I'm struggling to build lineups. Nonetheless, £4,000 is a great return on investment and I can't wait to use it in the summer this year to build the next limited team. Let's get into the essence and see if we can get enough to craft a nice card. So guys, as things stand, we currently have 0 essence and the boxes quite nicely now have the title at the top of them that show what they come from. I don't think I have any high standard boxes, but nonetheless we managed to get 5 in the first from a 2-star. And watch us get 2 from the 3-star. That's how it usually goes. We get 6 there, so we're up to 11 already. Looking quite likely off the bat that we can actually manage to craft a card. Can we keep up the luck? That's another 2, so we're up to 13. 1-star box. Can we get a decent amount from a 1-star? Probably not. Another 2, we'll take that. If we can consistently get 2, you know, we've got a La Liga box here, then we may get lucky enough. 15 limited essence. I mean, that's the most excited I've been about something in ages. 3.9%. So that is guaranteeing a tier 5 plus craft. That's completely thrown me off my count. I think I'm on about 27, 28. That puts us to 30. I'm guessing. I don't 100% know. Can we get 10 in the last one? We get 5. How close are we off of 40 essence? 3 essence off. Nonetheless, we're going to just rip the 20 essence. As always, try our luck, see if we can get something. We want a high serial number. That is a pretty high serial number, not one of the highest. Croatia, a midfielder. What's it? Is that Modric? That is a pretty nice pull. I do not mind that at all. I already have a Modric, but what I've seen from the new update is his XP bonus is going to go up. I do not mind that at all. 38-year-old, still get some game time. Let's move into the teams for the midweek. So guys, teams for the midweek, we're going to look at them on Sorare data as quite a few of our players have already played. There was 4 or 5 Premier League games yesterday with the rest to be played across today and Thursday. Starting in the bottom, Premier League in-season Division 3 obviously wasn't one of my strong ones. The problem I have at the moment, too many cards in the gallery, which is why the competitions this week are going to be great because I can shift off some of those lower L45 players and not end up putting them in my top teams thinking they're going to smash it. But nonetheless, this team's done awful. Gravenberch and Luis Diaz only getting, low or mid-high. I forgot how to speak. High 30s is the answer we're going to go with. Into the Bundesliga in-season Division 2. Dortmund struggling against a team that's bottom of the league. Guirassy doing absolutely nothing. Why I captained him, I'll never know. And Mecha looks like he's just about to start the game with a score of 35. So that team is also disappointing and a complete waste for the Bayern players. Into champion in-season Division 3. Another throwaway lineup. Sanchez being Sanchez and being shocking. I wish I could just quick sell him if I played FIFA, but unfortunately this is so rare and I still have him and I need him for the Chelsea collection bonus. Caicedo giving away a stupid penalty and Cole will get a decent score considering they conceded 2 goals. Hopefully Guimaraes and Isaac can lift that team just to stay in the division and not get relegated. Into the next team. This team's a bit there. It's not great. Hopefully should hold the division. We're projected to finish 283rd. We've got United playing tomorrow, so hopefully an Onana clean sheet. Bruno Fernandes and Diallo with some decisives. Van Dijk had a decent game. It was a hard game against Nottingham Forest, so I didn't expect too much. And Salah finally didn't get on the score sheet or get an assist. Into the classic team. I don't know why that's there. I'm going to hide it just to save myself the embarrassment. Talking of embarrassment, this is Bundesliga in season. My smart idea was to go with Kobel instead of Neuer. They were the 2 players I wanted to play in goal. I know Neuer's going to get a clean sheet today. I wouldn't have changed the other 2 boys though, Grimaldo and Florian Wirtz. Wirtz not doing anything special, hasn't been great the last couple of games. But Grimaldo picking up 100, a lovely free kick. We've got Elise and Harry Kane to finish off this lineup. And fingers crossed, there's a chance we can get top 80. We predicted 109th, but fingers crossed we can get there just to pick up £8. Every little helps to a struggling gallery like mine. Into the in-season Division 4, this team is just an absolute shocker. Hincapié with 81.3 points and Xhaka as captain giving us 105 points. We're projected 1,951, which I believe, I can't see it on this, but I think puts us in relegation. I'm not surprised. Tim, we'll go with Tim. Jonathan Tah and Hradecky, none of them even playing. I think Hradecky was on the bench, but still nothing. This is the team where I'm going to be giving away 5 random cards from my gallery. They're just going to be cheap ones, guys. I got loads in the Christmas boxes. So if you guys comment down below where you think this is going to finish. So the projection is 21st. It's a lovely start, 218 points. Captain Cole Palmer with an unbelievable finish against Bournemouth. Just so good to watch. Enzo Fernandez having a good game. We've got the Newcastle boys in Lewis Hall and Gordon down that left-hand side. And then can Verbrugen keep his first clean sheet in about 500 games to hopefully get us in those top positions. At current, we're 244 points off first, which that's not obtainable at all. I'm not aiming at that. But realistically, I could hit second place. With Gordon and Hall and Verbrugen all hitting around 70, with a decisive or just even good AA for someone like Lewis Hall. You're looking at 210 points plus bonus, you're looking at 230-ish. So it's very probable that I could get second place, but you never know. 21st is what we're projected, which would be a nice £32 in the bank, and I would not complain about that at all. Then into the last in-season team, Division 2. Fingers crossed this gets us promoted into Division 1. Foden having a smashing game with a score of 100. Don't know why I captained Gvardiol. I'm really just picking the worst captains at the moment. Arnold only with a score of 60, Alisson conceding to Nottingham Forest, and Erling Haaland doing an Erling Haaland-like performance of missing big chances, not getting a decisive, and he's about as inconsistent as me picking captains for my team. Let's get into the update. So guys, my thought on the update. You've probably seen 50 videos already, but nonetheless, mine is the only opinion that matters. That's a joke, of course. Once again, Sorare killing it with the graphics, absolutely loving this. We're going to look first at the main thing I'm interested in, because I've never personally played it before, is MLS. There is going to be a new special MLS competition where, like with Premier League, Bundesliga and the Liga, they're going to have their own competition where you can enter 3 in-season teams. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely going to do a mini-series where I just do an MLS-only series, try and see how much I can return on building some insane stacks as always. You know me, I don't do it with the scouting, I do it with the best players I can possibly get, because I have no talent at all when it comes to Sorare, but I've got some cash to inject into the game. Going more into the core gameplay updates now, I don't know much about this. It's hard to give an opinion on something until you've actually seen how it works. The graphic looks cool, I'll start there, but looking at it, the XP bar is going to change now. So instead of 20 levels, there's going to be 10, with 1% being at each place. There's 2 ways to gain XP. One is by leveling up your card through playing games, and the second is going to be, I believe you can earn them and apply them as you go. I actually quite like this feature, because one of the most annoying things is when you get a level up, but say you've got a Vinicius Junior and he only needs 50 more XP, you have to wait for him to play his game, get the XP in that game week, then apply the level up to actually make it worthwhile. So it's like a timing thing, whereas now you can just apply the XP that you need, which I think is a great move forward, and it just improves how the system works. Now into the main point I wanted to talk about, which is the updated division structure. I think this is very interesting for a gallery like mine. I'm first going to talk about Limited and quickly brush over Super Rare, and then we're going to go back into talking about Limited through looking at the rewards and what I think I can achieve out of it. First of all, having 5 divisions, if you get relegated like I have been recently, it can be so frustrating that you're not aiming for the top prizes. However, now having a more narrow structure, only having 3 divisions, I personally think it's a lot better. Having more people in Division 1, but there's more cash prizes and more variation in the cash prizes. Personally, I prefer it. It means that more people have a chance. You know, it gives people more variation in the lineups they submit. There's still going to be a Liverpool stack, a Man City stack, an Arsenal stack in the Premier Leagues. It's not going to change that. People are going to stick to their strategy. But it gives more variation. There's 20 teams. There's 11 players that you can choose from that start every game week. So why not try something different? And we definitely are going to be trying that moving forwards. So I have some friends in Super Rare, and I know they are not a biggest fan of the Super, well, not the division structure. The structure they are a big fan of, but the format in that you now have to have 4 in-season Super Rare cards. For me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it halfway through the season. If they implemented it in August, then it'd be great. You know, at least give people the chance to make that decision before you buy the cards. Whereas at this present time, you guys are aware they've sold so many of the limited rares and super rares. There's not much supply left. It's great for the secondary market. You know, people can sell the in-seasons because there's people are going to need the extra. You know, if you're running just 1-2 teams, you can now only run 1 team, and you're going to need to pick up 1 or 2 cards so that after February you can actually enter these lineups. So it's a bit of an unfair one for them, especially as a mid-season change. I didn't see it coming, but nonetheless, it is what it is. I can see them reverting this one because it's not favourable. So the main reason why I'm such a big fan of them narrowing the divisions, the main one is it's a self-obsessed, or not self-obsessed, but it's a self-gain for me and what I believe I can achieve. If we look at Division 1, where I should be mostly for most of my teams, there's going to be, let's say, 4,000 entrants maybe, probably more towards 3,000 for champion. But looking at this, top 650 are guaranteed $7. That's actually insane. And if you get in that top place, you know, you're still guaranteed, or not guaranteed, but if you get first, you are going to get that $1,500. But for a gallery like mine, when I have such opportunities to play different variations of teams depending on matchups, and I more than likely will have a good 50% of the champion-based highest scorers every game week. Aiming for that $7 every week for me just seems like it should be easy in a way. I mean, let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below, because obviously, you know, a lot of you don't have the gallery depth that I do, but if I can pick up $7, and this is across 9 in-season teams every week, I'm looking at $63, and that's not to say if I place higher. You know, 50th place, $30, 20th is 70, and in even top 10, $150. I personally think it's a great change, and I personally think it's going to benefit my gallery heaps. You also then have 10 essence for the top 30% and some XP to boost your players to help you in the next game weeks, even for the top 50%. So for me personally, I think it's great. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, people will have their opinions, but for me, this should really benefit my gallery just to bring more consistent cash into building more teams. So guys, to close out the video, thank you guys for watching as always. Don't forget to check out the video that is going to be coming on Friday. Subscribe so you don't miss it. We have got the revive coming. We're going to aim to get some good cash rewards. There's 3,000 up top in one of the competitions this week, and I want to get my hands on it. Also, I may be putting out some Footium content on the weekends going forward, so don't forget to subscribe if you like that, and let me know if you guys have been playing Footium, and if so, which division you're in, because I'm just new to it, but I'm really I'm going to enjoy making some content on it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.